I figured to get the energy up, I'm gonna sing. Just kidding, I would absolutely, literally never do that. But I am going to give away a t-shirt, which is the next best thing. And this t-shirt and single red cherry Sour Patch, individually packaged Sour Patch Kid, is going to go to the first person who stands up and can share a moment that they are most proud of out of their entire customer marketing and advocacy journey in 2022. Yes, perfect, okay. Oh, well, yeah, you can do anytime, all time ever. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the
well,
best...
tell us your name and where you're from.
Okay, so I'm Beth Sarabia. Hello. I'm a Chief Customer Officer for Digital Science globally, and my favorite moment was when I was trying to convince the teams, the sales and marketing team at Hewlett-Packard, back when I worked there, that we really had to be listening to the customer. And this was a moment, just a moment in time, but it changed everything for us. We were trying to close a deal that was almost $1 billion. Those don't come along very often. And my whole career there is 16 years, I think we had 3. So we were trying to close the deal. And at the table, during some of the process with the customer, the one older female executive stood up, slammed her hands on the table, and said, "No one is listening to me. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody understands us. It's all about you." And so I was able to, I had just walked in the room right before that happened, hadn't even met her before, and we were able to go outside with our team, which was marketing and sales together, and basically it was me and another person, spent 2 hours while everybody sat in the conference room waiting and sweating profusely, and big bonuses were on the line. And basically,
$1 billion bonuses,
yeah,
as some might say.
And pulled out everything very much to what we talked to today. And she turned around, she sat down back in the conference room. We didn't know how she felt when she left the room with us. She sat down in the conference room and she said, "Where's the pen?" And everybody was like confused of what was going on. And she said, "Okay, now you're paying attention to what the customer wants, I'll sign it."
Wow.
And that was it. So for me, it was a really cool moment in time. It changed my entire career as far as how I saw things. And I thought, from the marketing side, now as CMO, you got to get early. You got to get during brand awareness that you're about the customer, and you got to keep that going to the sale and way past it for retain and grow. And if you don't show evidence of you still listening to the customer, they'll leave. Mm-hmm. So that was my little story.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Okay. So for folks just rolling in, we're gonna, thank you so much. Did you want this or should I take that back? Okay, I will be taking that back. Actually, maybe we do one more. Does anybody want to stand up and share one of their customer marketing and advocacy moments from this year that they're most proud of? Oh, we got one. We got a winner. It was the red Sour Patch flavor that brought you in, wasn't it?
I like sour.
Yeah, okay, good.
I'm really loud. I can just be loud.
This is your moment. Use the mic.
So I'm Crystal Turnbull. Actually, I'm just finishing up my first year as customer marketing manager. I came from marketing manager and then before that was customer success. This year was very challenging. I came into a company that had very big operational issues and client experience issues. And I screamed and screamed and screamed at the top of my lungs that this was a problem from the first month that I started. Don't know how you're gonna do anything else if you don't have happy customers. So then like 8 months in, everything that we're doing in 2023 is now focused on improving our operations, improving that client experience. We're growing out client marketing, and it's just awesome having the opportunity to work with senior leaders, to work with our customer success teams, to bring the customer voice to where it needs to be heard to get that done.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing. Great. Okay. I think that helped a little bit, you know, it helps to break up these long days of learnings, and it's a good segue to talk about our wins and our learnings, because what we're gonna do now is have some roundtable discussions to talk about our problems and how we can solve them by getting inspired by each other. So we have signs on all of the tables around here. We have 2, I believe, over there on case studies. We have some on the rest of the topics you can see up here, so feel free to stand up and shuffle around depending on what's top of mind for you. We'll have about like 15 or so minutes to talk, and then we'll share learnings with the whole room, and then head into our grand finale, which is not me singing, I swear. Great. I don't mean to cut this session a little short, but what we're gonna do now is go around and get everybody's power learnings really fast. I'm excited to hear. I feel like we had some really good discussions going on. What we're gonna do now, before we head into our last session of the day, I'm gonna go around to each table, and I would love to hear from one volunteer at each table, literally one power learning, a standout takeaway for us today, all right? Beth is gonna be coming around with a microphone. So what table would wanna go first? We can do like a popcorn situation, but would love to hear what one major learning was for you at your table with your topic. Let's start over here. We want to hear one major takeaway from your table, one learning that you want to share with the group. Woo!
Hear me? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Eve.
Hi. One thing that I personally learned.
What was your table topic, real quick?
Oh, ours was referral programs. So we talked about a lot of different things, but one thing is attaching in Salesforce or whatever, program you use. I need to start tracking if you have a reference or a referral, if it helps the deal close faster, and like trying to pull dashboards and pull data around that so that you can better promote it within the company and hopefully get more people backing you.
Awesome. Love to see it. You know who would like that? Natalie with the numbers, right? Refreshing the dashboards. Thank you, Eve. All right, let's hear from another table if somebody wants to stand up and volunteer and share one of their major takeaways that y'all discussed. Maybe over there? What was your table topic over here? Any volunteers to share? Oh, we got a hand reaching in the microphone. Thank you so much for that. What's your name, what's your topic, and what's your takeaway?
That's so many questions. I'm Caitlin Biederman. I'm a customer marketing manager at Dataminer, focused on growth and retention of our existing customer accounts, leveraging ABM tactics and strategies. So I was telling the group, we just started our growth program earlier this year when I started, so we sort of knew what our end goal was, but not exactly how to get there. But one of the things that we found to be really successful in one of our tactics being thought leadership events, bringing prospective customers to a roundtable event. We've done virtual, and but hopefully we get to do some in-person events. Though the benefit of going virtual is that it's less of a commitment for the people attending, and also you can bring people from all over the world together to share their thoughts. And these discussions are meant to not talk about our product at all. They are meant to be around a particular topic where facilitated by a moderator, and they'll just share best practices. They will talk about their own pain points. And then what's great is that while we're facilitating the discussion, they're more interested in what each other has to say, and they often ask each other, oh, I heard you had mentioned this, can you elaborate more on this? So it's really a networking opportunity for them, as well as a good way for us to gain insight into what are they looking for. And then the reason that these have been so successful is because they're already warm, they're engaged, they've had a good experience. And then we take notes on what they said, not in like a creepy way, just like they had mentioned these pain points, these things. And we'll send that to our account managers who are responsible for renewal, cross-sell, and upsell. And then have them do one-to-one outreach after the fact saying, hey, thanks for attending one of our events. I saw that you mentioned these things. I would love to keep that conversation going. And we've had a lot of people accept a phone call with our account managers as a result of a post-event follow-up, which is one of the hardest things to get. And so that's been really helpful in kind of opening the door into those expansion opportunities.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. Should we make Beth run to that side of the room or this side of the room? Which table is next? Okay, Beth, maybe short sprint for now. How about this table? Do you have any, what's your topic? What's your takeaway?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? I was doing a lot of listening, so I think I can speak to what was said. But hi, I'm Ari. Hi, everybody. This has been a really great conference. Thank you. Thank you. Right? I love your name. So we were just talking about cross-selling and upselling. That's our topic. And I actually discovered something that I haven't ever really thought about in my line of work, which I'm a product marketing manager. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the time, we don't have a lot of the funnels that we need to actually measure how well we're doing or why we're doing what we're doing. So she brought up a story just about just some challenges her job is having, and they're just not able to measure the why. And so I think some of that comes along with how are we funneling the information we get. So yeah, I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah, thank you, Ari.
Okay, cool.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Okay, we'll do one more. Beth, sprint to the other side of the room for me. Thank you so much, Beth. All right, let's try a table over here. Maybe the one in the back. What was your topic? Yeah, if you get Tiffany's like, who, me? Oh, good, cabs. Okay, any new cab takeaways from anybody at the table there?
I just got a very good idea here.
Oh, let's hear it, Haley. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Well, so we discussed sort of generally that having a really defined goal for a cab is very helpful, especially because when you have competing teams that want different things, product team wants to hear product feedback from the cab, whereas customer marketing is more in line with we want to build those relationships, build that network, define ourselves as a thought leader. So it's defining the goals and building what each team wants, maybe into different sessions or even different events. And then the other thing I'm building out now is a cab nomination process to increase our number of members. Got a great idea to go to some of our customers that have done case studies or I have a case study interview tomorrow.
Oh.
And sort of
right?
poke around and see if we can get access to those EBI levels. Because a lot of times it's hard. We know the accounts that we want on the cab, but it's not always easy to get access to that C-suite level. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we don't know who they are, or we know who they are, but we don't have access there. And so that's a really great in, and I think a good way to kind of poke around in there, see what I can get.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm glad we could all connect over these topics, and today definitely isn't the last day to do that because we'll be able to keep on connecting through the Customer Marketing Alliance Slack.